everyone, welcome back to my channel. Like a year ago, I would literally be so scared to come to the park, and I'm literally here. Then you put some. My name is aliig. If you're new here, or welcome if you're not. Welcome back. I decided to film today just because I felt like it, as I do with every video. I feel like every video I intro it with like. I decided to film today because I felt like it. So anyways, I just finished doing a Pilates class, and I'm kind of like on this like kick of like getting things done, or like being kind of on this schedule of like I want to start dedicating myself more into Pilates, and I want to start reading way more often than I have been in the past recent like couple weeks. But I am rereading the 4 Agreements for the 3rd time. And yeah, I read yesterday for 20 minutes, I don't know, and I got pretty far, so I'm gonna be doing that today. Today's video is just gonna be kind of like, I don't know what it is gonna be.
He's giving me those signs at first, and I'm gonna just, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna say,
I'm about to go out to the park to go and read, but I am gonna have some lunch before I leave, and I'm just making some rice with beans, some spinach, and I'm making like homemade chips, or like tostadas. But yesterday I had some sopes. Oh my god, so delicious, with some avocado. It was so good. This is how I make my bootables, I guess I would say. You start with your lettuce. This is my lettuce. I put a lot of lettuce because I love lettuce. Oh my gosh, lettuce is so good because it's so good. You add your spinach. I'm gonna just add it on top. Spinach that I have to get rid of, so it's not the prettiest looking, but spinach is spinach. Oh no. After I burn my tortilla. I know you can't see, but I'm gonna put my rice in here. These are some refried beans that I made. Now you have your bowl. Then you put some onions. If you like onions, I like onions. Just chop some up. Put some onions, and I would usually put avocados, probably like some chickpeas, tomato, veggies, way more veggies, but I don't have those right now. I don't know if that's the sun, but there's literally a whole rainbow right there in the middle. I was sitting here and I was just thinking about how I literally wrote down, like first thing in the rising, I literally wrote down like what I wanted to do today and things I needed to get done, just things that I wanted to do in general, like Pilates and reading. And I said earlier in my journal, I wrote down, and I want to read today around like 4 maybe. And tell me why, I just finished eating, and this clock down here is wrong, so it's like 2:57. First of all, time's like not even real, so it's not wrong. But it's like 2:57, and in like real time it's 3:57, about to be 4, and I'm about to head out to go read. And love how it's just like, this is literally like how to pre-program your whole life. Like, write down what it is that you want to do first thing in the morning, what you want to get done, and fun activities that you want to do, and you'll like subconsciously do it without even knowing that you're doing it, because you already logged it in your brain first thing in the morning, like, this is what I want to do today, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much it. My book, my blanket, my crystals. I don't know why I put my piercing in. And yeah, let's go. I got my rings on. This is the fit. Jeans, shoes. Yeah. Kind of a simple fit, but we're going to the park. So let's go into the park. I had a bean stuck in my tooth, so nobody say anything. It fell out of my pocket. babies. It feels so nice to just sit in my own space with the grass, and I brought my blanket so I can lay down, and I'm so happy I brought it because the grass is actually wet. So I just read this passage that says our personal power is dissipated by all the agreements we have created, and the result is that we feel powerless. We have just enough power to survive each day, because most of it is used to keep the agreements that trap us in the dream of the planet. How we can change the entire dream of our lives, and while we have no power to change even the smallest of things. Ooh, we have no power to just, because most of it is used on keeping agreements that trap us in the dream of the planet. And I feel like taking notes, and I was writing down how that resonates in the way that a lot of the times we make agreements, we make like goals and that set us up for failure, that aren't like, not realistic, because anything is literally possible, but like that set you up for failure in the moment. Like, for example, like if you want to lose, say you want to lose weight, I don't know why this is coming, but say that you weigh whatever, that you're trying to lose like 5 pounds. The unrealistic expectation is not that you want to lose 5 pounds, but if you set the agreement or like the goal of losing 5 pounds in a day, like that's like setting us up for failure, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense. But I know the people that get it will get it and will understand what I'm trying to explain. If we can see, it is our agreement that rule our own life, and we don't like the dream of our lives. Boy, this mosquito is on my coochie. I got distracted because there's the smallest baby chihuahua, and I thought it was just roaming around by itself. My foot scared the living shit out of me. I really need to get a stand, because the angles that I want to get, like I'm trying to, like, see right now I have to, since I don't have a stand, I'm using my shoe, but I would literally give this POV. Like me reading my book, that'd be such a cute POV. And like, I'm so excited to get a tripod, like a big tripod, because I have like a small hand tripod, but it doesn't hit the same when you're trying to have things look a certain way, if that makes sense. And that's one of my favorite things about filming and like being a creative person, or tapping into the creativity, because I feel like everyone is creative, but it's just like different angles that you get that make it look a certain way, and it's just so amazing, so divine, and I'm so excited to get a tripod. Anyways, this man just came to the park, and he's not bothering me, but my immediate reaction to older men specifically is just like, disgusting. What are you doing here? This sun feels so effing good. This part that I just read said, humans destroy other humans because they are afraid of each other. And that, oh my gosh, literally, like I think back to like school and all that stuff, and like high school, junior high, like everything, and not even only school, but like the way that your aunts or the people around you talk about each other, like it's so crazy how much hate people put on each other because they're like jealous or they wish they had something that other people had. And y'all know that saying that when someone's rude to you is because they're jealous. Like I was always told that when I was a kid, and I think it's like, I don't know, it's just, or like when parents say, oh, that guy is like, he's like bullying you or like being rude because he has a crush on you, like, what? That makes no sense. And I was just thinking about that because it's like the amount of energy so many people spend on talking bad about other people or other beings, about anything, just because they think a certain way about them or they have their own perspective of that person. Like that is so much energy that goes to waste. And I've experienced this within myself as well. Like the women growing up around me would always talk shit about me, even like even when I wasn't doing anything wrong, and they would talk so much shit about me that it got to a point where I thought all the bullshit that they were talking about me was real, until I literally started my spiritual journey and was like going within myself, really reading about manipulation, reading about gaslighting, reading about all these different things that go into the process of like how other people's words and intentions can also have like power in your life, if that makes sense. Like the same thing with like when people give evil eye, like love 1010, when people give evil eye como el mal de ojo, is not even like, people don't even have to be doing like witchcraft on you. They can literally just simply look at you a certain way or talk bad about you or think a certain thing about you without even saying it. And like that's like negative energy that people put on you just because they think something about you, just because they have a certain perspective of you that's like not even real. And it's so crazy how much energy is spent on all that, on all those people, on like all those extra people, all those like people who aren't even doing anything bad, but other people think that it's bad because they're like jealous of it or hateful towards it or wish that was them and stuff like that. It's just so crazy. It's just, wow. Like this is literally my own personal experience with like the women around me and like my sisters and like my siblings and like my parents. Like I think about how many times they've talked like bad about me or down on me, like to my face, and I can even like imagine the amounts of times like behind my back. But I just think about how much energy is spent on them talking about me or wishing bad upon me, or you know, doing whatever they do with their own perspectives of what I'm doing with my life. Like I think about how much energy is spent on doing that, and it makes me so sad because like, wow, I can't, like, life is already hard. I can't even imagine choosing to make it 10 times harder just because you feel a certain type of way about someone. Like, especially if you don't like them, then why are you talking about them? Why are you worried about them? Why are you trying to like be petty and all that stuff? It just, wow. It's crazy how much people get themselves stuck in loops that are like not even there, if that makes sense. Like this also goes into like, there's a lot of parents that are jealous of their kids for whatever reason, and this happens a lot with like this happens a lot with moms and their daughters. Like they'll get jealous that the man they're with wants their daughters, which is, yeah, but like literally, like they'll be like, oh, like don't wear this, you can't do that, you can't do this. But when you actually think about it, it's like there's no reason why everyone shouldn't be able to express themselves however the F they want, whether it be tattoos, piercings, cutting their hair, like growing their hair, whatever it may be, however you dress. Like, there is absolutely no reason why anyone should be telling anyone what to do with anything, literally. And it's just so crazy how much a lot of people do that because of jealousy, because of hate, because of anger, because they fear each other. They fear that someone's gonna look better than them, or someone's gonna, you know, attract more money than them, or attract more people than them, or attract more love than them. Like, holy effing crap. Like, it's crazy how much people don't see the reality of the truth and don't think that they can be as abundant as other people. Like, what? Like, if you really think about it, like, you can literally do everything that anyone else is doing. It's just your own self-limiting beliefs that make you think that you can't, and that's your own fault, and that's your own problem. So it's literally like, it's so simple, but the brain and humans have become, including me, have become so conditioned to think that we can't do anything that we want because of the ongoing years that people have installed fear into our own minds, into our own hearts and bodies, when realistically fear is also, like, it's not real. Literally, like, it's not real. Like, fear is just your own mind thinking that you can't do things, or thinking that you're not good enough, or thinking that it's too scary to go out or something like that. And I was thinking about this as also because I was sitting here and I was thinking about how, like, a year ago, like maybe 2 years ago, a year ago, like today, I'd be so scared to come to the park by myself. And now look at me, like, I didn't even think about fear when I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the park and read. Like, now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just enjoy my time, but also I'm gonna be cautious, because obviously we still live in a society where men think that they can harass women. But it's also like, I know my place. It's like, I know that I'll be okay. I know that I could beat a bitch up. I know I know that, like, I'm good within myself. I hope that makes sense. It does make sense. I say I hope that makes sense a lot, and I really need to stop saying that because it does make sense. But anyways, yeah, like a year ago, I would literally be so scared to come to the park, and I'm literally here laying down on my blanket, like reading my book by myself and just enjoying my own time and my own presence. And like a year ago, like, I'd be so scared, and I still very am scared. I still very much am like attentive, I would say, to what is being around me, because I have had experiences. It's crazy how much time people spent talking bad about each other when it's really not that big of a deal. Like, let people live. And it's crazy how much time other people spend out of their own day to act a certain way, to go out of their way to, you know, make people feel bad about themselves, or bad about their situation, or like literally belittle other people just so that they can feel better about themselves. Like, that's just so sad. And wow. Ooh, the human mind is fertile, but only for those certain kinds of seeds that it is prepared for. That is crazy. The word is like a seed, and the human mind is so fertile. The only problem is that too often it is fertile for the seeds of fear. Every human mind is fertile, but only for those kinds of seeds it is prepared for.
I get that money and I can spend it 'cause it's long. I know you see it, ain't gotta tell me, bitch, I know.
So I'm just sitting here and I'm listening to this playlist that I made, and tell me why. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's so many people now. I literally manifested this. Also, today's the 11/11 portal, so period. I finished doing my tarot reading, as I should. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and listen to this playlist that I made. I didn't bring my headphones because I didn't feel like it, so I'm just listening to it kind of out loud. But yeah, and then I'm gonna go home because I have to pee really bad. No, because who out here popping coochie? Tell me why. There's these kids that are literally climbing the trees, but there was like something like that was ripped. Let me show y'all. I don't know if y'all see that pink thing right there. The kid literally picked it up and was like, what is that? I've never had to pee this bad. Okay, actually I have, oh my gosh. Hey guys, so I'm actually gonna be washing my face now. I only wear mascara now, so it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Shawty, you know that you got much ass. You ain't even gonna ask. But I'm gonna use my green tea, spinach, kale cleanser by You to the People. So literally use like that much. Some water on my face and cleanse away any negative energy, any bad vibes. And yep. Save my affirmations. I like to save my affirmations as well with the intentions of cleansing away any negative energy and bringing in positive, loving, divine energy, glowing skin, feeling beautiful, being beautiful. And yeah. Shawty, you know that I got my chest. You ain't even got to ask. Have anything you want to. Cause if you check it, if you got it, check it if you got it. Where did I put the toilet paper? Check it if you got it, I'm gonna check it if you got it. And wipe your face up. This, or I just let my skin dry by itself, which takes longer and it feels uncomfortable sometimes. And then you have a clean face. That is my skin care routine basically. And now I'm just gonna brush my teeth. And I think it's like 8 or 6, actually no, I think it's like 7 o'clock right now. But I'm just gonna brush my teeth. And yeah, actually I might go get a snack. So I don't know if I'm still gonna brush my teeth, but I'm probably gonna go downstairs and get a snack or something like that, and then go to sleep. So I guess I'm gonna end off this video here. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope you guys enjoyed what I talked about. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below or DM me on Instagram. All the links to all my socials and everything that I do will be in the description. My podcast, will be in the description below as well. So yeah, everything will be in the description: TikTok, Instagram, podcast, everything. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.